Who is this for these guys? Nicole. Yeah.
I can start. So some of the ways we were engaging the next generation work through like things that I'm going on was like social justice and social issues was kind of the seed of it, and then the arts and culture became an integral part of that as well. And it was also through personal contacts, like Jonah, her work as a ESL teacher, and Shirley's daughter, like our personal relationship with youth and how that might help us engage them. And through social media, that might be a way. Like a lot of Liz's work in street art, a lot of people who are interested in street art and street performance and hip-hop and graffiti are following those communities on social media. And then Luz also spoke about specific strategies like having an open house, just to let families know, and also working through the parents and the families to get the kids in. So having kind of an open house, like letting people know what's happening for the year. And I think just listening to you guys, I think that's an important way, kind of having an annual event like this one, just, you know, something that people can expect and look forward to and bring their families to. And then the challenges were work schedules and just time, especially if you're the person that has to work another job to do the artwork, and funding and space. And then I didn't get to speak, but basically I'm trying to reach the youth by kind of getting into social service agencies and inserting the arts and cultural aspect there and going for the parents. And just work is a challenge. And I feel like we're all divided, you know. We're trying to work, we can't get the family around the table, like there are all these divisions, so it's just like kind of pulling it together is a challenge.
I think those sort of, like you said, annual celebrations, or even if it's like a monthly, it's a cookout, or we lose those, I think, these days. So those are safe spaces and constant spaces and time that we don't really put down anymore. It's hard to put those together. Could you talk a little bit about Tradition in Motion? This is also, Tradition in Motion is Nicole's organization. They're also a partner in this program.
Me and my imaginary friends and stuff.
Her organization, her
Mine too.
large staff. But you've done great work with your children's programming in Bay Ridge, and that's such an important, there's a huge our communities, and such diversity in that area. So could you talk a bit about?
Yeah, I mean, Tradition in Motion is something I founded too, because I found that as a freelance culture worker, I needed to have a structure in LLC for some of the work I was doing with a social service agency, so I started that, and so I'm going to work on developing a mission, but right now we're working with me and my friends, my missionary staff, are working with Arab American communities in Brooklyn to find ways to sustain culture and bring people together based on what their needs are. I'm not Arab American, my family's half Arab. And so I started off by, I mean, it was because of my kids. I wanted them to also get, you know, not just from satellite TV, but actually hear live instruments and meet Arab, hear the language, and, you know, see how the instruments are played and all that. So I started doing programming in my house. It was supposed to be a share where people would come in and a song swap, basically. But it turned, in the beginning, I needed to have an artist come in and kind of encourage people to. So it happened in my house, and then I got funding through the Arts Council to do them in public spaces, and that was really successful, but it just depends on the location. And I kind of just have to have like a presence, ongoing presence in some of those social service agencies where you might have an Arab/American population. When I do it in the libraries, it's really so culturally diverse that we'll have like 3 Arabic-speaking parents and their kids, and then like 50% Chinese-speaking, you know, 10% Polish. So, which is a great, it's also another, you know, part of what I'm doing, which I'm interested in. But I also want to cultivate more of an Arabic-speaking group for now. But yeah, so that's Tradition in Motion. I mean, I have a lot of projects going on, but that's the
cool. I mean, it's, again, the challenge of a dedicated space or for a dedicated, engaging with a dedicated community. Sometimes it's really important. So it's like those, and we'll talk about that in the next session, but yeah, general audience, but also how do you reach the youth that are interested, that you're trying to pass these traditions to. It's super complicated. Who's next?
All right,
Bob.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my group consists of Harold, Siren, and Rita, and myself. And our approach, well, first I want to talk about challenges. So we all, each of us, I think, we agree that youth fear showing their differences. So we have to find ways to break those barriers down. And those ways that can make them feel vulnerable, but feel empowered. For myself, my approach, and I think I would say we all kind of, the four of us, have our own captive audience because we've been doing the work in this space for a while as artists. And I allow the young people to guide me and find what is common, that one thing that they all have an interest, and then we take it from there. Okay, so you have this one core interest for all of you. What is the purpose? Why you want to do this? And why is it valuable? And then figure out how we're going to do this thing so that they take ownership of it. For Serena, the way for Siren, how she engages you is through educating people about the different components of what it is that she's trying to do. So, for example, because she's Haitian, and within the Haitian community, there's these little stigma around voodoo. So she breaks down each component, the dance, the drumming, and educate the children to build and make them feel connected and powerful within that space so they could have that pride around that. Harold, because he teaches, he's a teaching artist, he used pop culture and technology for the children to be able to relate to what it is, and then use that as an analysis of how his work in music, particularly using the drum, that they would find that common core thing that he could now gain their interest around and engage them. For Barita, it's the same. She uses the blues and jazz, and to connect, she talks to the children. First, she compliments them about things that she sees that's common to them that they like and make them more comfortable with her. And then she uses that as an opportunity to begin to educate them about what the blues and the jazz and blues is and how it can relate to them to gain their interest. Because I think that all four of us kind of look at what it is that engages, what is make them interested, what's going to draw them into us, and engage them from that point and allow them to feel empowered. And when they feel empowered, they now buy into what it is that we're trying to teach them, because they now feel that it's not just us teaching something, it's their story as well. So they began to build their own narrative and feel empowered.
Thank you. Excellent. 6.
I wasn't able to speak, so yes, I had to speak.